well, because we are actually on a stand here. So it is lovely coffee with you here. I would have my shade, which of course the shades are here. Actually, I will use an image like this, an image that you'll probably never forget. There you go. Ta-da! And of course, yes, ta yes. But of course, yeah, sorry about the dodgy signal here from time to time. It's much better down in this location than it is down at the Troll Cart Spoons and that Market Gate area of Great Yarmouth. But of course, it is Monday, the 18th of July 2022. Someone has done some baked beans there. That's Julian Spoons has done some baked beans. I'll ignore that. So yeah, 41 minutes past 3, I believe, in the afternoon. Is it really that sort of early? I thought it was later than that. It feels like it is. Although we don't want to think about winter yet, especially on this sort of note of heat. Of course, there was one reporter on GB News earlier saying, of course, you know, they're not trying to scaremonger people, but instead, this is coming from a reporter on GB News in Bournemouth, apparently, and saying that they want people to be cautious and all that kind of thing. So, of course, make your own mind up on what you think about that. But most of what we have seen of GB News, because I've actually introduced GB News to my friends who are on this location. They can see it on their television in their room, and of course they can't wait for the Dan Mutton show, by the way. But of course they were agreeing with what you know, Mark Dolan was saying last night on the show regarding the mask situation. But you make your own mind up about that, because some places are saying with or without a mask. But anyway, let's not dwell on the details of that. The race for number 10 is up on the screen. Although, of course, I can't really get a reception of that. Of course, not very easy to see it. I keep getting sort of lines in the screen. The show that hopefully never ends here. I wonder where that comes from. But yeah, maybe it comes from a comedian. I don't know. But yeah, I think I class myself as one of those. Thank you very much for whoever sticks by and watches. If your name is Terry Trott, by the way, and Sarah, is it Sarah or Sarah? I'm not quite sure which way around it is or which way you prefer to be called, but a massive shout out to you, and of course, thank you very much for watching. Yeah, thank you very much. Anyone watching right live now? 3 people watching, I can't believe it. Of course, I wish we had that many when we normally do our lives, but anyway, thank you very much for spotting us here. If you haven't already subscribed to us, make sure you do. Really, really important that you do. And each time we go live, hit that notification button, and that reminds you of when we go bing live and bing on the video as well. We just uploaded some videos of Great Yarmouth down the Mall again, because the signal was a bit sort of on the strange side when we went live last time, when I interviewed Ray, who was coming on to talk about why he came away from alcohol when he was an alcoholic. So it's very interesting to hear what he has to say. Hopefully we'll do an exclusive video, whether it's going to be in their room or out there on the seafront getting some sea air. But I would say, you know, we had to do these videos along the other side up towards the Troll Car, and we also have something exclusive on the channel. There is a busker, and of course I will label it soon if you don't yet. Of course, there is a link to the YouTube of this guy, who is a busker that usually does a lot of busking in Great Yarmouth, in the main sort of town area, just outside pretty much Greggs and Barclays Bank, that kind of thing. So yeah, it is 26 degrees here in the Great Yarmouth area. So yeah, a lot cooler than what it is inland. Apparently it's 28 degrees in Cambridge, and probably the same in Haverhill. But yeah, that's why we've gone to the coast, and of course we timed it quite well on that particular note. That's Julian Spoons heading towards the toilet just around the corner. pretty much very similar to where he saw a figure once, you know, of these kind of B&Bs or hotels, if you like to call it that, if you're into the world of spirit, that is. But yeah, we're not here to talk about spirits here. Maybe we'll talk about that on a later stage when it's actually relevant, or maybe on Halloween Day. But we don't want to talk about that right now. So yeah, anyway, I should drink some water because you know it feels like we're in Portugal right now, but actually we could well be in we're oh yes, I know where we are. We're in a cottage in Scrapby. So yeah, cottage in Scrapby we are. And of course in Norfolk, if you want to call it that. But what a way to spend a nice little few days in Norfolk. But yeah, this is day 3, and the point we had when we visited Great Yarmouth today was the fact that Hamburger was not open down the Regent Road. That's a bit of a. I better get some water actually. That's better. I'll be right in a bit. Get some water down me. So yeah, sorry about that. Many apologies. Sorry to upset you lot out there. Get my 50p water. Actually, it's the same company as coffee, Nescafe. So there you go. That's an advertising spree that you won't get this Christmas or even this summer. So it's of course, walking along, singing a song, walking in the summer's wonderland. Exactly. What about that one? I think they should start doing Christmas at summer, I reckon. But yeah, what do you think about the heat then? Of course, are you enjoying the heat? That is the main question of this kind of live here. Do let us know in the comments there. Even if you're watching a replay, there's loads of comments that come on the replay rather than our lives here. Luckily, we've got better signal down here than we would do down at the Market Gates area. Even though I've actually stayed the night at the Troll Cart Spoons. I remember that being a very, very hot day, if you remember back in August in 2019, and nobody actually said, oh, there's a heat wave coming. Maybe they did, but of course not as hugely as they are trying to make out here. 40 degrees, possibly in London, and not so much on the coast. So they are exaggerating a little bit. So yeah, it is 26 degrees here. That's what has come up on the phone, exactly that temperature now. So that's in Norfolk, okay? And you're getting a sea breeze off the coast. So a lot of people forget about that. So, yeah. What we hear is Greater Anglia still running as smoothly. I believe they are doing slow movements on that particular note, speed restrictions, but they are still running, thankfully. And hopefully it'll be cooling down by Wednesday. So, of course, we should have our usual travel back to Cambridge. But yeah, like I say, do check out the videos, and of course, remember where you see us. For many years and centuries to come, Tory leadership race. Who's going to be the one that's going to be the one that's going to leave? Because they've got a third round, and then I believe it's another round after that. It just never ends, does it? But yeah, there's a few in there that I would like as Prime Minister, but of course, you know, they're all the same, aren't they, really, to be honest with you? But anyway, let's not think about that. Just enjoy the sunshine here. And of course, common sense is always the key. Bring a bottle of water with you, especially a cold one, which I got from Poundland for 50p. Unfortunately, in Suffolk, there are some Poundlands that are shut now. But there's 2 in this location or area of Great Yarmouth. How fascinating is that? Loads and loads of people going to Poundland over here. It's a pity they don't go inland. It's maybe too hot or something like that. They can't afford the, ventilation system. I suppose Spoons is the only one that can actually have the air conditioning on. So I suppose those people in the vicinity of Hayward in particular, maybe, they've got the opportunity to go inside the Spoons because it's a lot cooler than it is outside. how many people are outside in the 28 degrees heat. Yeah, it's not us. So yeah, thankfully when we return, it'll be a lot cooler. So there you go. I would like to say a huge thank you. Sorry about this dodge signal that you might be getting, because I'm getting messages coming in at the same time. It's distracting the signal, especially when people phone at this time. But what I would say is that, of course, a huge hello to those people that have joined the We Love Havel UK, We Love East Anglia, Luminous platform as well, touring with us, which is the main one you're watching now. And if you haven't already subscribed to us, make sure you do. And of course, the social group and meetup, which the group is now growing fast. So yeah, I can't believe it's really that quick. It can actually catch up. We Love Havel UK, but of course, We Love Havel UK is not far to 1K people on the group. That is a smashing figure, if you like, on that particular note. So yes, we're chilling out here in the room, and I want to say hello to Kate and Ray's friends, Sarah and of course Terry Trott, who we met recently, and of course they've got their caravan in Hemsby. Unfortunately, we hadn't had an opportunity to go to Hemsby this time round, but there's always another time, so let's hope we can do that next time. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to go to the Lion Pub, which is just down the road from where we are. And of course, we can have a game or a shooting game of pool, which is just nice indeed. But there you go. What a pleasurable time we've had so far. You know, I bought myself a hot dog for £1, and it's a small bun with a long sausage and with onions, obviously. But if you have the extra cheese, yeah, if they don't run out of cheese, that is. If you have the extra cheese, it's probably going to be extra. So yeah, £1 a hot dog in Great Yarmouth is cheap. You can't get a better price than that. You really, really can't. But yeah, like I say, yeah, that's day 3 for you, Monday the 18th of July 2022. It's been lovely coffee. And of course, yeah, I do hope you enjoy the catch-ups that we do from time to time. We don't do it every day, but we try to keep you updated as much as possible. That's why we've narrowed down on a lot of Q&As. We will try and have a Q&A because, of course, I think what we'll do with that is we'll use it as a prize giveaway. So that would be absolutely brilliant if we could do that. So yeah, hopefully everyone is surviving the heat, by the way. Is it really extremely hot where you are? Do let us know in the comments. What temperature is it? We'd like to hear from you lot out there. I haven't been on the social group and meetup as much, but yeah, I just want to ramp up touring with us a little bit more so that we can still promote the social group and meetup. Unfortunately, the social group meetup is not going to happen as we planned for a real life meetup at Seafree Church. But of course, if anybody does want to attend there anyway, feel free to come along to the actual event each and every Fridays. Starts from 10:30 till 2 o'clock. So unfortunately, we're not able to do the social group and meetup event that we were going to do, but I think it's going to have to be moved to put it this way, another week, because it's a bit difficult for lots of other reasons. We need all of our basically all of our admin team present. So if Girling Strawberry is watching, hello to you. If you're watching live, and of course if you're watching anywhere else, and whoever is watching, massive thumbs up to you. Please return the thumbs up if you can. And yes, are you enjoying the heat? That's the question. Yeah, gonna love you and leave you now. That's one way to survive the heat. Very sensible way to survive the heat. And of course, yes, don't know what Julian's doing in there, but of course he's doing something in there. Is he having a number 2? But Not that we really want to know that, but of course, it's a bit of fun. We will talk to Ray and Kate at some point. Maybe we'll do a live one. I don't know. We'll see how things go. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you and stay safe. And gotta say, love you all. And we'll see you a bit later. Don't forget Dan Wootton tonight. Of course, we'll be watching that in the other room because the signal in here is absolutely awful. And plus, the remote control is on the bonkers side there. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Really means a lot and helps boost the subscribers to our channel. And it helps the channel a lot as well. If anybody does want or feel that they think that we deserve some treaties for the channel, you're always welcome to do so at any time. I don't like to talk about it all the time, and I don't like to force people, but of course, you're always welcome to. You've got GoFundMe, which is on the about section. It's always appreciated. We thank everybody that has done in the past, and hopefully in the present, people realise what we're doing here, so we can make more of this in the future. So, of course, we can do this and able to travel a bit further if we can, because we don't rely on cars, and of course it's very difficult unless you've got someone with a car. Obviously, it costs money to go on trains and things like that, and especially with train strikes, it's been extremely very difficult to get about. But we'll try and get about as much as we can, especially to spoons. If you'd like to request a specific spoons for us to try out, if you've not been to spoons in East Anglia, we'll focus on. Do let us know your favourite spoons of East Anglia. Which one has the best air conditioning sort of spoons? Oh, that's a good question, isn't it? So, yeah, 37 in Norwich, according to GB News. And, of course, 40 in London, according to GB News. And, of course, if you go further up, it's about 36, maybe. Here it's 26. So, I don't know why they have missed out the coast. But, it looks like, it looks like, according to weather experts, the weather is pushing up, as in wet weather. I don't know if I'm a very good weather expert, but of course on Wednesday it's going to cool down to 20. That's what they reckon. Let's hope it does. And of course there's going to be a little bit of drizzle there. Whether it's going to thunder in your area, it's going to be scattered actually. It's going to be in parts, The best way to explain weather, it's going to be in bits and bobs, and of course it's going to be hit and miss. You don't know where it's going to end up. But that's the best weather that you can actually subscribe to, or describe to, actually, is the right word. But it could be hit and miss wherever you go. 1 minute it could be raining one area, 1 minute it could be raining in another area. But I've never known it to thunder in this area of Norfolk, seaside area of Great Yarmouth. But of course, I've never known it to be. I've seen like electrical storm in the distance, but I've never literally seen or even heard any rumbles of thunder. Not since I've been coming over here, unless I've been mistaken by that. But of course, it's more inland that you're going to get more thunder. But on the coast, it seems to be all lovely and hardly a speck of cloud. It feels like you're in Spain. So, Miles Hines, where what? I didn't understand that. So, anyway, is that a random question here, or are you trying to spam the channel? But, those sort of questions we cannot answer. We live, actually, in a place... in a village actually called Essex, so there you go. It's actually near there, near a village actually. So there you go. So that's your answer to that. Thank you very much for that. You're in the USA, so I can't come and find you. Oh, okay. Hello USA. Are you new to the channel? Have you seen us before? Have you subscribed to us? So we appreciate that if you do, and thank you very much indeed. We've got 4 people watching here. And by the way, when we return to Suffolk, we have a show called Just Found You. Thank you very much indeed, and very nice of you. Welcome to the channel. thought you were doing some spamming. We do have to watch out for spamming because we have basically we have moderators which basically take out all the spamming in case anyone says anything naughty. So we even have to be a bit cautious of what we say. But of course, there's a sort of diverse things that we talk about. We ask the public what they think on their views, and not necessarily we come up with our opinion. So yeah, I hope USA is very sort of reasonable temperature up there, because you're 5 hours behind us. So yeah, thank you very much for spotting us, by the way. It's not often that we get people from America. We do have a moderator from America by the name of Kim Smith. She comes on and checks us out sometimes. Whereabouts are you from America? It's 78 degrees. Is that in Fahrenheit? Otherwise, you'll be baking alive. But so yeah, but it must be about 40 degrees Celsius. That's probably Fahrenheit. Otherwise, we wouldn't survive that sort of temperature, I have to say. Yeah, I suppose you guys have seen Fox News and things like that. We have GB News in the UK. So if anyone wants to check that out, I don't often watch the mainstream media anymore. But I've got fed up with it. But yeah, there's also Truth Social that I've mentioned on the channel. And I think it's set up by Donald Trump. So yeah, if anyone is, I'm not saying we are or not, if anyone is, and then it's only available on iPhone at the moment. Of course, so you're in Connecticut. Never heard of that sort of place before.
Where?
Never heard of that. Connecticut. Where's that? Are you in California? Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. So, have you ever been to, of course, Norfolk? Love Trump, died on Norfolk. Okay, that's the opinion of one person. Not everybody's going to agree with you, but of course, I don't sort of, take sides. Basically, I just want to make that clear. And we're not a politics station, by the way.
UK heatwave.
UK heatwave. Of course. That's not in Norfolk, by the way. It's not hugely overwhelmed with people. I think they exaggerate it sometimes, in terms of people on the beach. But if you go onto the Norfolk webcam of Great Yarmouth, you'll see exactly the beach on the webcam. So you want to look for Norfolk Great Yarmouth beach cam or a webcam, if you like. And there is a live webcam directly coming from the cinema, beaming down on the Marine Parade, which is in Great Yarmouth. So definitely worth checking out. Loads of videos that we've done of Great Yarmouth, and we've done it of many other places as well. Do check them out as well. We've been to Hertfordshire, we've been to a lot of spoons, we've been to, Weatherspoons, we're calling it. A lot of it initialised as spoons, that kind of thing. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Really does help boost our subscribers to the maximum or wherever possible. But Europe heatwave looks like it's over 40 degrees in Spain and Portugal. The temperatures are rising. So yeah, that's what it says according to GB News. And it is 3 minutes past 4 p.m. 16:03 in 24-hour clock mode. So there you go. It's a shame that a 13-year-old boy dies after swimming in an incident near River Tyne. And that's a river death there. That's a bit of a shame about that. So that's the latest news as far as that is concerned. If you're interested in news, let's not talk too much about that. Let's talk about good news. Yeah. The safest way to survive is one of these, by the way. So basically, we're in the studio in Norfolk here. I'm not sure if we're allowed to use it every time, but of course it's I would say it's a basic studio. But of course, without giving too much away, we will be heading back to Suffolk at some point. We tend to spend a lot of time in Cambridge when it's cooler weather, and we do a lot of tours and things like that. We promote people. We could do interviews as well, and we're hoping to launch another channel affiliated with Touring With Us. And it's coming up in August, hopefully all being well. It's going to be called Social TV. So look out for that. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. That is going to be the last launched channel to look out for, and hopefully we'll get some interest on that. Probably only about 2 people, but there you go. We've got We Love East Anglia, which we've got about 4 subscribers. Minus 400 actually, but there you go. If you want to have a look at that, feel free to do so. Also, We Love Haverhill UK, the UK version. A lot of people get confused with Haverhill because, of course, Haverhill is a version in America, Haverhill, Massachusetts. Okay, but of course we've got the Haverhill UK version, which we've got over 900 followers. They're all on Facebook. Touring with us is on Twitter. So many things to enjoy. You know, there's a variety of everything here, and we're not mainstream media. So there you go. Something a little bit different, something new, something about freedom of speech, if you like, or free speech. I don't know what you call it in that sort of terms there. So what else is there to say? Yeah, and finally there's a group called Luminous Platform. That's quite a good name actually. And of course that's on Facebook. They're all groups, by the way, apart from Touring With Us, that's a page. But one more thing to mention is the social group Meetup, which is also on Facebook, and Lovely Coffee, which is my stage name, by the way, just in case you're wondering. I've got a stage name. And thank you very much for the 3 thumbs up. Amazing. Thank you very much. You're all amazing. Even those watching from America right now. So, yes, in our temperature, it is 26 degrees here. So, yeah, we're all trying to survive the heat in this area. And it's a lot cooler because we've got the window open, by the way. I want to say on that particular note. So one of our admins is binging away with flashing comments there from social media of Facebook. But yeah, Lovely Coffee, by the way, is on Truth Social. I've just started up on there. I don't use TikTok as much. I don't believe in it myself. I've heard a lot of stories about it. But yeah, never mind about that. We'll talk about that another time, I think. So there you go. So thank you very much. We don't normally go on for this long, but of course, yes, I do hope to have a chat with 2 other guests who are in another room down or upstairs actually, because it's got 2 flights of stairs here in this location. And some people, I think by the name of Nigel Craft, who actually has done a song about a walk channel called Walk With Me Tim, 80k subscribers. We're not in that category yet, but of course we are quite more than what others are at this moment in time. It's very difficult to get them. You know, it's very, very hard. But we've been working on that since, of course, lockdown, and of course our first video reached an audience figure of 1k views, especially in lockdown it was. But since then, of course, we have grown in numbers, and we appreciated everybody that has come in and tuned into us. So we hope that you've been able to see our signal perfectly, because the signal down the other end is like a Mall, or is it Pall Mall? Is it the Mall in London? You know, when you go right the way down, and at the end you've got Britannia Pier, and of course it's of course got the British flags up on there, like the Buckingham Palace in London. So hopefully you can hear our voices very clearly as well. We apologise if the sound or the picture quality isn't very good. We can't see at our end, so do let us know if the signal's okay watching us. And we'd like to hear from people. Even if you're watching on replay, you can still comment on us later on. So let us know your temperature in your area, and thank you very much for checking us out. We're going to leave it at that and leave our live broadcast for now. I think we're going to watch the Dan Morton Show tonight, which is probably the best one on GB News to check out. They're on YouTube, by the way. Definitely worth checking out. They do have a lot of following at the moment. Yeah, do check it out. Yeah, Dan Morton's my favourite one because, of course, some people tend to class me like that, but I'm not like extreme or take sides or anything like that. I'm not right or left, or I'm just basically in the middle somewhere. So yeah, and that's the way I want to be. And of course, I don't like to share specific views because it might offend some people. But I mean, I know some people are going to get angry with what our views are, so we have to be very careful what we say in terms of that. I'm just watching Tom Harwood. See, with TV News, what I find with it is that, of course, they've got presenters on there that you actually know. You're off somewhere, are you, Julian?
Yeah, I'm off down to the ice cream.
That's Julian Spoons. You can catch him on a Monday normally when we return to Suffolk. He normally plays an eclectic bunch of beats and rhythms on the electronic organ. So I was speaking to a guy in the town of Great Yarmouth today regarding his own kind of heavy metal kind of studio, all that kind of thing. So yeah, maybe he's a famous guy, I don't know. But of course, hopefully he spots our channel, and of course we're here to promote anybody. So if there is music that people want to be promoted, and we have permission to use your music, because there's a lot of copyright issues on the YouTube, as we know, Julian. But of course, if anyone is interested, then what? Up to 6 o'clock. Yeah, okay, I've got that on camera now. So there you go. I'm right. He's going down to the beach side to get some fresh air. So I don't blame him, to be fair. But like I say, if any musician or comedian, come to think of it, is wanting to, of course, be promoted, or even magicians, just anyone really, and we're here to promote anyone. Okay, we welcome anyone, and they're always welcome to have a chat with us on our social group and meet up on Facebook. Unfortunately, we can't do it on YouTube unless we use third-party source of, well, StreamYard, which of course allows you to do that. But of course, it's a little bit complex than Facebook. But anyway, what I've noticed with the True Social, by the way, is that not only it's set up by Trump, and it is officially set up by Trump, whether people agree with him or not, I just started up on there just because I wanted to see what it's like, not because of his views. But of course, yeah, they only have got video on it. It's in its early stages at the moment. They haven't got an opportunity where you can go live on it at the moment. But yeah, it is quite a fascinating kind of social media I've found already. So it'll be interesting to see how it does. So I wish it well. I wish all the social media well as well. But anyway, that's another thing altogether. So I do hope people are able to spot us here, ask us questions of where we could go. So if you have any suggestions, let us know. If you do want to be a guest on our social media group on Facebook, that's Social Group and Meetup, by the way. If you want to join that group, feel free to do so. Okay, so we'll have more details on that group, because we've got so much to go through, and it's exciting because we've got so many groups on offer, that you are welcome to subscribe to. So that, my always friend, is just about it for the show, and hopefully catch you back wherever you see us next. So yeah, hopefully you'll see the faces behind the voices on our next video, or actually in person. Who knows? You might actually be able to spot us, because I've actually got I'll stand up and show you here. I've actually got, it's a bit faded out, but of course, yeah, it's the Touring With Us t-shirt here, which we do have available. If anybody does want to purchase one, do let us know, and of course, just send us the details of your PayPal, whatever. Just send it through GoFundMe, that'll do, and then we'll purchase. GoFundMe is quite safe, so yeah. And of course, yeah, we will try and send you whatever your size is, of your size for a t-shirt. So yeah, we normally do the prices of $7.99, something like that. So yeah, we'll tell you the details in due course, if you're interested. So there you go. And we also have postcards that we sell for 50p. All goes on the channel and nothing else. I don't earn anything out of this. The channel does, but yeah, for the price of a coffee or something like that, and travel wise, that kind of thing. So yeah, enough about that. So let's talk about, of course, what's happening next. Well, of course, there is an exclusive video on We Love East Anglia. Check it out. There is one right now of the guy playing a bit of busking in Great Yarmouth. He's got his own channel, and I'll try and link the YouTube to the actual video, because it takes absolutely ages to upload, especially as the signal's very slow down here. But we're on 4G, and I presume it's coming out well down here than it is down the other end. But anyway, that's another thing altogether. Sorry, I've dragged on a little bit here. I'm going to now have a little bit of a break and a breather now. Thank you so much for watching. Love to you all. And yeah, we'll have to say goodbye for now. Mwah. Love you all. Thank you very much if you have subscribed to us. And if you haven't, make sure you do. Catch you later. Have a nice afternoon or wherever you may be or whatever time you're at. Ta-da.